I'm here at the Gumball 3000 piston hill climb at Chelsea Walsh, my first time here, and going to be hanging out with the boys, seeing what the crazy cars they brought from their YouTube channels. We've got Matt Armstrong, Ben Fowler, Mark McCann, loads of crazy cats, and loads of families having a great time at this amazing place. It's also the first time I'm going to get my hands on, or at least my eyes on, my new Lancia Delta Integrale Evo1. So I cannot wait to see it in the flesh, and also see what the guys think.
Matt's found some things.
Now he said there's a few things that aren't quite right. Mike, this has just been finished. What have you spotted?
Look, we're being very picky here, just as a disclaimer, because like everyone's giving out. I could walk around Matt Armstrong's car and fit 5 million problems. This is very good.
Thank you.
It's very good.
Should we just stop there?
It's very clean, but you know, because you specifically asked to find problems, I've had to go and find problems.
Okay, yeah, please. There's one that I've been made aware of.
Yeah, and the cameraman put that out, didn't he? I think because he spent a lot of time with us in the unit with panel gaps, doing opening, closing, and we found you can fit one of my fingers in this side, and then in this side, I've got no hope.
Okay.
But that's a small thing.
It's alright, so you fingered the car.
I've fingered it. I've looked underneath.
Yes.
Really good.
Thank you, that's good.
Really good.
Because that's all been made mint. They've, you know, any corroded bits have been replaced.
Yeah, everything looks absolutely spot on underneath.
So just the boot lid, but that's easy.
That's easy, yeah. A couple of bolts, boom, changed, done. Or it'll probably just be the actual latch on the bottom that we need to move over. But other than that,
but it doesn't mean it's been crashed, does it? Because that's what he said.
Who knows?
Well, if you check at the top, it's the opposite on the top bit, so it's loose there and tight there. I don't know how it goes the other way.
Well, it's loose here.
And then super tight that side.
Yeah, super tight that side,
okay.
yeah. The gap at the top.
What does that mean? But no,
stop it, I don't know.
There's a load of filler all down here.
I can see the rust starting to come through as well.
Yeah. Like, we've had to be really picky to find anything, to be honest.
Well, what else have you found?
You know, I don't know how much you want to go into it. Like,
I want everything. I want a full
report.
report.
We were just looking at this.
Yes.
And like, if you wanted it to be 10-10 spot on, we noticed that all the window markings on this are white stamped, and we know these are worn, but because you've got nicely white stamps on the back, on this side and on that front right, is it?
No, these are black.
So we have a suspicion that this window and this back one has been replaced, because all of them are worn everywhere else.
And they all have the same number.
Yeah, and they all have the same.
So they're not matching.
No.
So these potentially were broken.
Replaced, yeah, or someone's broke into it.
That's more likely, isn't it?
Yeah,
as
nicked
opposed to
someone
someone
off the back seat,
backing it into a tree.
But this is like, again, we're being really,
all right, I haven't spotted that.
anal. Okay,
refurbished.
Look, I'm gonna get absolutely peppered for all this. I'm blaming this one on Liam. Liam goes, overspray on here.
You don't like that?
Look, I mean,
I can get some, you know.
for me, if it's my car, I'll be over the moon.
Yeah.
Because it looks me. But if we're really being picky, okay?
Funny enough, I was going to clean that off.
If you were going to clean it off, oh yeah, you could clean it off with a bit of like white spirit, maybe, wouldn't it? That would probably come off with that. And then, like, if we're going for full nut and bolt restoration, like these are just like rusty on here.
Okay.
And then everything else is quite nice. Some stainless steel bolts would not rust if we use them, but I mean, come on. I'm not looking under the bonnet when I'm driving it, but okay.
I like the attention to detail. The thing is, you've been playing McLarens, so you've seen a few bits that are
got
a bit of rust on them.
You could walk around McLaren, this would be like an hour-long video, so we're doing well for this, because we're still doing well for time, probably 3 minutes.
There's still more?
Okay, we notice if this wasn't so clean, and all of this wasn't so clean, it wouldn't make the window wiper sort of housing for the motor look so corroded.
Okay, we can live with that though.
Yeah, you know,
that's a bit like an old Land Rover, isn't it? It's
yeah,
an old
like, who
Lancia.
cares?
Yeah.
But if we're being that like really anal about it.
So the idea with this was to try and keep as much of it original as possible.
Yeah.
So it's the original engine, but they've done the pistons because they had to skim out the inside of the cylinder.
Yeah.
It's a bit of pitting.
Yeah.
So it made sense to replace the pistons that will last now forever, or a long time.
Yeah.
So that is the original unit, but as a result, it's going to have more power. So I have made changes that weren't original, like upgraded Tarox brakes.
Yeah.
For more stopping power, because it's going to be going faster than it would have done originally. And I've done KW.
So it's now. Is it like tuned or something? Why is it going to go faster?
Well, because basically it's got more.
You bored it out.
Yes.
Have you bought? Oh, okay.
Very slightly.
Right.
So they've got different.
It
pistons
looks
more efficient.
flipping mint. Like,
and the turbo's been breathed on a little bit, so it's going to be about 70 brake.
And like, do you know, like, all this as well is quite cool that they've done it. I don't know what company was it did it.
So this Tanc Barratt has done the whole project.
Like, it's cool that they've
done
actually they've painted the bonnet, and then underneath here they've still put like the original stickers on for like the colour code and everything like that, which is like not many people do that. They'll just peel it off, paint it, and then there you go. So like
Paint's good, isn't it?
Oh, it's next level. So like I don't want to get any hate of this. You
won't, but you
because
actually.
it is really good.
You gave me a proper heart attack when you started.
What does he know about these guys? I don't know anything about them, but we tried to. Oh, Ethan, what we found? What we found?
I'm just looking at his rear like door trim. It's bulging at the back on this side.
Same on that glass side.
Yeah, look.
Let the cameraman through. Surely if this glass is like this and this glass is like this, it's probably had a whole new door.
So you don't know
which means that this is probably non-original. And also as well, the door card is not. It's bulging. Normally a bulge is pretty good,
the door card is actually.
I can see inside the door.
Trim.
I think they've only just put it back on. I reckon it's just a bit loose.
Yeah, it just needs a bit of sunlight to melt it down a bit. And
Shut up. Oh, same on that side.
Oh,
we're just winding them up now.
It's not a soft closed door.
It's like a G-Wagon, isn't it?
Yeah.
There you go.
That's why the boot's out of line. It's just boom, everything goes that way.
Same thing, man.
The wing, configuration in Matt Armstrong mode.
Yeah, I feel like we
extra.
More downforce the better.
Exactly.
Like we know what. I mean, even I did that on the Porsche, but it didn't help me. It didn't help me. So good luck.
this panel is protruding. That looks more like needed. Yeah, that's
outwinged. It's absolutely outwinged.
That's what that is.
That one's proper rare. So that's a Mark. What is that? So EVO1 with EVO2 seats. It's 1 of 400. So it's like it's like to mark the 5th Rally Championship win.
In other words, then it's so much better than yours.
It does. That's actually original colours. That's like how they were launched.
Right, so much
like,
better.
That's like first gen.
How much better is it then?
So much.
That's not how it works.
There's good, intermediate, slightly better. So much better.
You've seen so many.
Oh no, I've not looked at the inside. Have we done the inside?
The inside's mint.
Needs a hoover.
Find something. I said that.
Okay. I've never sat in one
I
of
mean,
these.
the bottom left-hand side of the accelerator pedal is slightly warped on the left.
No, it is. He's been pressing it too hard.
It's really hard to find something, isn't it? Really, but
That's good. I heard that. That's a positive.
that's good.
It is a bit green here, like this trim here.
I can live with that.
That's been by a tree at some point.
Door card looks. There's nothing on the door card to go wrong. Like, is it electric window in there?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Does it work?
Yeah.
Go on then,
Prove
show
it,
us,
prove
I
it.
need the keys. Hang on a minute.
Prove it.
Probably run away.
They've took the keys off him. because
No
he
way
enjoyed
is that-
the car.
What is that? The switch?
That's sunroof.
We'll see if that works as well. Does the seat? Oh. What? What's that for?
Apart from when he's the victim.
Yeah.
Just the seats.
Yeah, you can give it all you want. What is this?
There's a little scratch there where someone's keyed it. Do you reckon the sunroof?
That's what I want to test. Oh my god, it's proper bougie in here. Look, it's got leather roof lining.
G-Wagon.
What's that? I don't get what this is.
Key check.
Right, is it the original key?
That's
have a look.
yes, it's the original key.
Why is there two? One for the doors, one for the ignition.
I want a key bang.
Oh, that's ripped.
Did you just break it?
No. That. Oh yeah, it's got a
Yeah, it's
small
ripped,
rip. It's got a small rip in it.
What's ripped? It's in gear, by the way. When you do.
Right, ignition's on.
Windows.
Why does it look like an old fighter jet?
Window.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
The cockpit's awesome. Yeah. There you are. Look at that.
Right, that worked. Sunroof.
Yeah, that's a good effort for an old car.
What do you reckon?
You got no chance.
Yeah, we see it's very like pimp my ride.
Interior light.
Normally, it's just like a sort of thing.
It died! It died!
You wouldn't even lay in the back of there.
It went on. It goes up.
Leave that alone. No. Don't do that. Stop pressing that button.
The light only stays on.
We're not sure about the sunroof yet.
The light only stays on if we touch the button.
Oh, it's the light.
Yeah.
It needs a roof light anyway.
That is screaming Lancia, isn't it? Hello. Well, so the sunroof is that a no-go?
Is it a work in
Have you
progress?
pressed it yet?
You won't. I'm going to do
Press
it.
it. Press the button. Yes!
Oh!
There it is.
Summer vibes. IB for 2020 anthems on in here. Oh yeah, we're about to pull the steering wheel off. No, it is. Oh, we got
Parking brake lights flashing at him.
yeah.
It does that when the key's in.
Will it start?
It will start. Just it is in gear.
It's out of gear
It's
now.
out of gear. All right.
You have to do the.
fire it up.
That feels really good as well. Changed all the bushing in that.
It's got sawdust.
It's not all wobbler.
Wobble hair.
Oh.
You know it. You know it.
Oh.
Is that misfiring?
I think they come out the factory misfiring. It's really good.
So then, the last thing to go in is a stereo. So to get one of those black book jobbies.
How old is this?
1991.
Really?
Oh, see, I got an 89.
Give it some.
I really like it. I actually really like it.
It's a little. They've still got to play with the engine a bit. Give it a few tries to get it's got a little bit of hesitation.
Just to let everyone know, I went full to the floor then.
I think most cars do hesitate when you get in them.
You're giving you Punto vibes back. You're getting Punto vibes from this now.
Yeah. But, can we just do an action replay, Steve?
Do you know what? Why don't I feel safe even though I'm stationary?
All right. We've got to work on that. All right. It will be ready though. It will be ready.
Yeah. Okay.
This is a homework. Yeah.
Do you know, like, it feels really cool. Like, I feel like LEG in this.
Yeah, it's bigger, isn't it?
Is it got any power steering or anything like that?
I think.
Oh, it
I think
actually
it has
does
some,
feel
yeah,
like it.
but it's very direct, and it's like the old school. It's like proper, metal to metal pinion.
What, do you like really love these cars or something then? Is that what?
I love them. Yeah, when you handle these on the road, there's like loads of good like weight transfer, but you feel like it's super planted. And they were built for rallying, so the cornering is unbelievable.
Oh, so they're actually really nice to drive then?
Yeah, they're mint.
It's not just like it's like, oh, my dad had one, so.
No, they're proper. This was like the car, the hot hatch. When I was a kid, it was like the unattainable hot hatch. Some people had XR3s, or whatever, but occasionally you'd see one of these. They were like, a unicorn.
And what are these worth now?
They're going up. I mean, you'll struggle to get them now for less than sort of 40, 50k. And one that's in good condition, they're creeping up to 100k.
That one.
This one.
No, I'm joking.
I think it's the start stops activating.
It could be.
Yeah.
Would you reckon Matt could take one of these up the hill?
I think he could.
Yeah.
Do you want to see if someone will let him?
So that does the lights. It turns them up and down, but not by much.
Oh,
So when
okay.
you're driving them at night, not a lot happens on the dash. You can't see a great deal.
It's got beamer jet.
It's so cool. Like, this is like all fighter jet
Yeah.
stuff.
So if you sat in a McLaren F1, there's a similar vibe with the dash, with the dials and stuff.
Not been that privileged yet.
Oh,
You all love that.
I don't know if anyone will let me do that at the rate I'm going at.
Do you reckon someone will let him
When
take
it's
one?
idling there, it feels good.
You want to start one of these?
Yeah, do you reckon if someone let you take one up the hill, would you take it for a drive?
I would not trust myself.
This one's not ready for it yet. You can hear it. The engine needs a bit of tuning, but it's nearly there.
Is it like is it a carb engine or anything like that? Is it car? It's got a carburetor.
Yeah,
Oh, it is a
turbocharged.
carb,
Yeah, it's got big turbo on it, and hang on, no, it's not carb. It's ECU. It's ECU.
Oh, it's got an
It's
ECU.
ECU.
Well, that just proves my knowledge. My knowledge that I don't have on it. Oh, look, there's a broken trim here, Steve.
Oh, we've got to try and get round.
Look. There's a small broken trim.
Dave.
Oh my God! Call the police! Call the police!
It's on both sides. It matches, no?
No. There's a crack in the
There's a
trim.
tiny crack.
There's a crack.
May I just say
Look at
though,
that. It's
tiny.
cracked.
look at the recoil on that.
The Jesus handle.
Oh
You
yeah.
need that.
It's got some
When you're riding this,
I don't have any on this side. I do like it. I really like this car. I like it. It's proper.
It's good vibe.
It's just like so much work to get one to this state. Like, it's a nightmare. Not sure I'd want to be in the back.
steering wheel.
Got what?
White finger.
A white finger?
Yeah, because it's shaking that much.
Look, when it's
So this was right on the time where they started actually it's classic but got electrics on it,
Correct.
electric windows and all that sort of jazz.
Yeah, so all the differentials and everything are all quite clever. So you've got the Torsen divs front and back, and then it's got a viscous in the middle. So it can send power to the rear. It's super clever.
I didn't have a
About
clue.
60%
That is
of the power
wicked.
goes to the rear.
This is a proper chav wagon. I reckon Ben back in the day was at McDonald's doing donuts and stuff.
1000%. Away,
Definitely.
baby.
Yeah, he definitely was. Just missing that LEG outfit.
Because McDonald's was about back in the day.
Yes, it was.
McDonald's been around for ages, you weirdo.
No, not since 1990.
You couldn't go. You went to Wendy's.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Your Wendy's.
Miller and Carson is around.
Yeah.
No, look at the sun.
Oh, are we looking at it?
Perished.
Oh, there's nothing to see there.
Oh.
There's
Oh.
nothing.
Oh. Is there
All
some oh, yeah, the seal's perished.
Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? Oh, come on. It's a good car. It's a good car.
Hang on.
We do like it.
It works.
That is a flex, and on that note, back to the studio.
Right, there we go. I think that's pretty good. Full appraisal from Matt Armstrong and Fowler, for little he knows. I think the car's come out pretty well. So there'll be a few more weeks before this is fully race prep ready, and I'll be on the track with this bad boy, doing what it does best, going sideways, going smoking. So after about 8 months, this EVO1 is nearly finished. Can't wait to actually drive the car, which I'm going to do today, because we had some good pointers from Matt Armstrong, okay, and it was really helpful to have a sort of get an independent view of what the car looks like and a few of the obvious things he saw that needed tweaking, not least the boot lid, which did have me worried for a minute because he said, oh, the chassis might be bent. The chassis is not bent on this car, it's absolutely perfect. It's been fettled. Basically the lid needed adjusting, and actually it needs slightly lowering again on one side. But you can't fit Matt's fat finger anymore in between the gap here, between the light and the boot lid. So that's good. So that was a fairly easy fix. There we go. And that is looking okay. And it's just very slightly out there, which will take a bit of micro adjustment on these nuts. And we'll be away. Yeah, it's way better. There's a few little bits of detail that need to be done, so we'll clean off a little bit of the paint. Gonna just fix this bit of trim here on the sunroof. Most importantly though, actually, is starting it up, because Matt was one of the first people to fire up the engine before it had a map on. So now that the ECU has been plugged into it properly, let's see if it starts, and give it a rev. It smells like new car. This basically is a new car. So the boys are still playing with it. It doesn't, oh. All right. Maybe we've got a few foibles to iron out, but it is still in its running in period. So it runs. But the idle needs a bit of work, but we're getting there. All right, more of that later. Okay, so I might actually get my hands dirty for a change, and at the very least clean off some of this excess paint. Yeah, I can barely even see this. I mean, this is tiny stuff in an old car. But Matt noticed it, so this one's for you, Armstrong. So I don't want to be given any flack. Tiny amount of overspray here. It's really nothing to write home about. He also took issue with this component here, which I'm sure what that does. What does that do? Well, it's patina, so that's staying in there. It's an original part, and you can't really clean that off. Maybe you can clean that off, but I'm not even going to try. Doesn't like these bolts either, so got some new ones of those somewhere. There we go. Problem is, you clean one bit, and then where do you stop? Because ultimately, there's lots of little things around this car that are old, because it's an old car from the 90s. And start to get the feeling that actually, the best thing for it probably is to go to a detailer in the end, because there's little details like the seat belts, you know, they've got some bleached because it's old. And there's lots of little nooks and crannies you can kind of point out, but I think some of the core stuff has come up really good. So anyway, at least you can't see this anymore. It's got to pass the Matt Armstrong test. All right, very good. That's all right. That's staying in there. That's an original bolt. It's got a bit of orange on it. Who cares? It's functional. Right, so now that the car is Matt Armstrong proofed, it's time to take it out for a test drive, put some miles on the rebuilt engine, and hopefully do some, but not too much, debugging. Then the car will finally be ready to hit the open road and hopefully the track.